So let's do a little review here. And also, I want to show you some hidden items that you may want to open. Also, in the monthly cash journal, there are also some hidden, there's more than hidden tabs. There's actually some hidden rows that I will unhide just to show you that you may never have to use. So let's go through some of these things again. And again, I'm going to tell you, read explaining the system first, then come back to the video training links, watch them all, and you'll always be able to go back and find what you need in each of the videos. So we have explaining the system, video training links, company setup, chart of accounts, equity split, financial statements, and then we go into each individual month. This is the way you're going to see it up to month 12, and then we have the trial balance at the end. So again, I'm going to show you something where, let's go to month 1. If you right click, you will see hide and unhide. We can unhide the tabs. Now, this has nothing to do with the individual cells and tabs being locked. You can unhide these tabs, even though, for example, month 1 has locked cells in it that you'll need to use the password to get into. So let's unlock customer vendor list, okay? And again, this is where you're going to be able to add items. And if we go to month 1, you can see the drop-down list under vendor payer description that will, any items you add on that customer vendor tab will show up here. If you don't add anything, you'll be typing each one in, and I suggest that if you are using recurring vendors or payers, just put them in your list in the customer vendor list, and you'll be able to have them all the time. So you'll, like here, if you just put in a B, the bank charges are going to come up. You won't have to type everything in, okay? So again, you see the customer vendor list. We can add things like Joe's Garage, Staples, whatever you want. Then if we go to month 1 and we have an entry to make, it was, let's say it's we bought supplies from Staples. We're right in that vendor column, so we start writing ST. Staples pops up, you click it, you're good to go. All right, so that's the tab you really need to open and add people to that, or vendors, or whatever it is that you use frequently. And again, there are we're down to like 100 and well over 100 items you can put in there, so it's pretty robust. Now let's go back to month 1, and then next to month 1 you've got month 2. But now we got a situation where we have to make some entries, like credit card entry, or where you've got multiple vendors you have to account for with one cash disbursement. And you'll see here the layout in the general journal entry is going to be different than your month to month cash entries. You see here the cash entries, cash out, cash in your month 1 cash journal. So if we unhide the general journal in month one, you'll see here now we're really into accounting debit and credit. So as an example, a debit for an expense is a payment for something. It's going to be taking money out. Would be a debit in an asset is increasing an asset. So you have to know something about debits and credits really to use this. And that's all I could tell you, because a cash in, cash out is one thing. It's either in or out. But in a accounting perspective, a debit isn't always an expense. It could be a piece of equipment. It could be an asset. A credit could be recording a liability. It could be recording revenue. So debits and credits are different than cash in, cash out. A debit, it can be an expense. It can be increasing an asset. A credit can be increasing a liability, or it can be increasing your sales. So it's accounting. All right. So the cash journal is obviously easiest to use, but you're going to have some other things that you may have to enter into a general journal, and it would be great to know something about accounting. Now, I want to do a right click and unhide the financial summary. Now, I've done an unhide on virtually everything already except for the financial summary. So that's the only thing that's left. Off camera, I did some unhiding just to save time. So I left financial summary because that's the next thing I want to go over with you. But again, unhiding a tab is always the same. Anything that's hidden, when you do a right click, you're going to see everything, all the tabs that are hidden, and you can just unhide whatever one you want. Now, this financial summary is for those people who love to look at charts and graphs and things like that. And this is a little different than what you're going to see during your monthly cash statement. On the right of your monthly cash, you'll see that particular month's income statement has all your income and expenses. And here you see there's nothing because I didn't put anything in. And then you'll also see your balance sheet at the end, where it's at the end of that month. So that's every month. But you can also open your financial summary page, and you will see the financial summary for virtually each quarter and year to date. Okay, so you got first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter, and that's done by the quarters. And then you'll have your year-to-date balance sheet, your year-to-date income statement up on top. Now, I'm not particularly someone who pays a great deal of attention to things like charts and graphs, but they are here for those of you who like to look at these things and see comparisons, okay? So, when we move on to the end of this, your year-end adjustments again are at the back end. And here, again, we've got the yellow where any adjustments you need to make can be put in here. And this is great for your accountant, for your guy who's going to do your income statement at the end of the year. He or she could actually use this if they wanted to, and literally, if they know a little bit, and if they're in the industry, they should know a little bit, they can add an account name here that coincides with maybe what's on a IRS form, and do their debit and credit. Let's say it's adding an account. They could do their debit here, right? And then it's one of these accounts that you already have. They need to move it from, maybe meals and entertainment to some other item, and then do another total at the bottom, and they'll have all their information they need for year end. So I am working now on, you'll see here, bank reconciliations. This is really good to go, and I will discuss that a little bit more in another video. So again, just so everyone understands, if you go down and put your pointer on the tab and you right click, there is something here that it says hide or unhide. Okay, so let's go to the reconciliation page here. If I want to hide it, I click hide, and you'll see now it's gone. All right, if I want to unhide, I right click. Anything around it, you could actually do it any tab, and it will show everything that's hidden. So I'm going to right click. You'll see an unhide here. There's that bank rec. Click it, and because it's the only thing here, I didn't need to click it. It's highlighted. I hit OK, and bingo, it appears again. Okay, so I'm going to hide it. I'm going to go to 11. I'm going to right click, hide it. So whatever you want to hide, you have to hover over that tab, and you'll see hide come up. Unhide will come up if there's anything that is hidden. You click on hide. Now you can see what I have to decide what I want to unhide. If you want to unhide everything, put your pointer down and just pull down, hit OK. It will unhide whatever you have covered. So one more thing, I want you to know that down below you'll see the numbers in your rows are jumping from 62 to 100. Below this, I have some hidden rows that I purposely did because there is another opportunity to make credit card entries here. If you run out of space in the general journal entry. I doubt you're going to do that, but if you wanted to do that and unhide any of these rows, first of all, you have to know, watch, if I do this, I can't open this up because it's locked. I have to know the password, which for these months is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to show you this. I don't really feel that you're going to need to use it, but I want you to see what's there. You're going to see here credit card auto entry. That is in case you need to use this. We're going to do on the left hand side where the numbers are, drag down, okay, do a right click. Again, you're going to see hide or unhide. I'm going to unhide, and now below that you're going to see all of this area where you could make credit card entries. All right, so I'm going to reverse this so that we're back to where we were, and that's what you do. But again, you're not going to need that. You have to have gone into in order to get there, you have to go into the review, it would say unprotect. Right now it says protect. I'm going to protect it again. This is the way you protect a sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You hit OK. It's going to ask you to confirm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit OK. If you happen to be doing a spreadsheet on your own and you have a password, you better remember it, because if you lock it up and you need to make a change, you're in trouble if you don't remember your password. So all the passwords here are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If for some reason when we do the bank reconciliation, I had some of those as 1, 2, 3, 4. If the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doesn't work, use 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, folks. Again, in order to unlock, you have to go up here. Go up here where the review is, Unprotect, do your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, click OK, and then you can get in